Hey there guys, Patriot with you. Welcome back to part 2 of impact drivers. As promised, we're going to test a tool that came out about 3 years ago, and we're going to compare that to what's the newest thing available, which is a brushless Milwaukee fuel. Now the whole idea around this isn't to pair up a fair fight. I'm just trying to show you what the technology was 3 years ago and what it has improved to these days. The other reason it's not a fair fight is because we've got different size fuel tanks, and by a fuel tank I just mean a power pack or a battery. This is a 2 amp hour battery, this is a 1.5 amp hour battery. 2 amp hour batteries are available for this tool. I just don't have any. So in order to figure out the total number of fasteners that you could possibly drive with a 2 amp hour battery in this tool, you're going to add about 25% to the number of fasteners that we end up putting into our piece of pine out there. At the end of the actual performance video or the test video, I'm going to go ahead and give you some of my thoughts, a little bit of a wrap up, and then I'm going to tell you what the best deals are out there on impact drivers right now. I was either going to incorporate it into part 2 or part 3. I think we'll throw it right here into part 2. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, here they are, the Bosch PS41 compact impact driver and the Milwaukee M12 fuel. I've got a 4x4 piece of lumber here, and I've got a big box of 3-inch drywall screws. So we're going to see how many of these we can put into this 4x4. And as a little bit of a side project, we're going to be comparing two highly touted bits. One is the newer Makita Gold number 2 Phillips, and the other is the Bosch number 2 ribbed tipped Phillips. These are rated very high, and they're not real expensive either. Again, both of these are hot off the charger, so let's plug in a cell and get started. Alright guys, the Bosch PS41 is nice and toasty here. Let's see what we got for count. I actually did pause I actually got another 5 screws out of it. I didn't know if the thing got hot and overheated and quit hammering, or it was because I've never actually run the batteries all the way to the end like this on this tool before, so I don't know if it was because the battery was giving out or because the tool got too hot, but we gave it about a 5-minute rest and started again, and we got another 5 screws out of it. So let's count them out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 56, it looks like. 56 3-inch drywall screws into pine on a 1.5 amp hour battery on the Bosch PS41 brushed motor. Alright, let's go ahead and mark this off here and give the Milwaukee a shot. Well, as you can see, guys, the Milwaukee fuel did considerably better than the Bosch over here. We had 56 over here. Let's go ahead and count these up. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 165 3-inch drywall screws as compared to 56. I'm actually so surprised, since I've never actually run this one to the very limit, that I might just go get the other battery off the charger and do this one more time just to make sure I don't have an issue with a particular battery. I'm just amazed the difference is so great. 1.5 amp hour, 2.0 amp hour, 156 screws, or I'm sorry, 165 screws and 56 screws. Alright guys, second battery here for the Bosch, the 1.5. Let's go ahead and take this out. And just make sure that it's fully topped off. we've got a green light there. These batteries are about 3 months old, so they're relatively fresh. All right, let's do this. That's real loud. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60 and a half. 60 and a half. Alright guys, we did 60 and a half here. We did 56 over on the other side. Alright, just for fun, let's take the Milwaukee M12 fuel with the same battery that we drove the 162 drywall screws, and let's see how many we can get out with this. Oh, okay, we've got electronic shut off, so I guess that ain't gonna happen. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that test. It just goes to show you what the newer technology brings as opposed to the older. If you're not driving that number of fasteners, it might not matter. The efficiency on a brushed impact driver like this, or the 1.5 amp hour batteries, certainly the 2.0 or the 2 amp hour batteries would have helped out and add about 25% to the number of fasteners. If you're interested, you can just calculate it really quick. With regards to the charger, I think I mentioned yesterday that the Bosch had a 40 or 45 minute charger. It doesn't. It's actually a 30-minute charger. So as soon as one of your power packs depletes, plug it into the charger and grab your new one and throw that in here. If you're going real fast like I was in these tests, you might outrun the charger. So 30 minutes is fast, but when you're going through batteries like we were during that test, you can see that you might need 3 batteries, or you might need a higher capacity battery. How many people who are using a 12-volt system are going to need to be able to drive 160 plus 3-inch drywall screws on a single battery? I don't know. If you're looking for the top dog, this is probably it right now. Like all things premium, it's going to carry a premium price tag. I think the kit, the Milwaukee fuel kit with 2 batteries and charger, is going to run you right about 170 bucks. If you are just looking for a bare tool and you've already got M12 power cells, I think you can get that the bare tool for about $119, which isn't too bad. If you're looking for the very best value out there, I would have said previously it was probably this one, but looking at it right now, the way that today's prices are, the Milwaukee M12 non-fuel, which would be their brushed motor, that kit, 2 batteries, charger, about 100 bucks. This will be about 10 bucks less, but remember, it's using 1.5 amp hour batteries instead of the 2 amp hour battery that you're getting with the M12. If you're looking for probably the most comfortable tool out there, look at the 12-volt DeWalt. Now it's going to have a battery box on the bottom of it like this, although it is a lot smaller, but it comes in 1.5 amp hour and 2 amp hour batteries. It's got their ultra thin grip, the same size grip as this, and a nice small motor chassis on it as well. But especially for people with smaller hands or females, the grip on the DeWalt is just amazing. Definitely the most comfortable out there. I've got a medium-sized hand and I still find the DeWalt 12-volt. This is the 20-volt, but as far as the dimensions go of the handle, it's going to be identical to this one. And to me, it's the most comfortable handle on the market out there right now. In the way that they do that, they're not running that big fat battery up through the handle, so it allows them to get a slimmer grip by attaching it to the bottom here. So you're going to have a little bit more bulk on the bottom, but again, all of these are going to be anywhere from 2 pounds to about 2.3 pounds. They're fairly close in weight. That DeWalt 1/4-inch impact driver, by the way, their 12-volt max series, it's going to run you right about, it's going to be in the middle ground, right around 129, 139, depending on where you find it. If you're in need of a high value impact driver and you don't have a drill driver, the absolute best, highest value deal out there right now is probably the Makita LCT 209 whiskey, or that's Lima Charlie Tango 209 whiskey. That kit comes with a impact driver, a lithium ion impact driver, and a lithium ion drill driver, and it's going to come in at 99 bucks. It's on special through December at Home Depot, and it's just an extraordinary value. You get 2 outstanding tools, 2 batteries, a 30-minute charger, and a very capable impact driver. 800 inch-pounds of torque. So it's a little bit less torque than this one, but for the money, you can't beat it. Alright guys, next time around we will talk a little bit about the bits, which is basically the tip of the spear when it comes to the impact driver. And we're going to talk about different kits that are available out there, some of the better tools, and we're doing a long-term test of a couple of bits. So that's about it guys. I hope that you're enjoying the series, and I appreciate all the new subs out there. It's great. I don't have time to go in and individually thank all of you, but I do appreciate all the views, the likes, and I don't do a lot of tool reviews. It's pretty rare, but in the case of the impact driver, again, I find it one of the most useful tools out there, and so I had to make some videos about it. Thanks again. Patriot out.